and then Thomas could treat him like he's a piece of crap, and then Thomas will get what he deserves. I don't know.
Certainly.
It's just one of those things where it doesn't ruin the movie at all, but it definitely sticks out as that was probably shoehorned in there by Warner Brothers.
Some DC execs, yeah.
Yeah, just to be like, you got to establish that's what's going on. But I thought I was special.
Kind of like a weird thing too, where it's like their intentions are it's just a Joker standalone movie. There's no Batman. There's not going to be a future Batman within these films. But yeah, you're probably right about like the higher ups are like you gotta name drop them, you gotta show them, and it's like it doesn't help the movie that much or help
Yeah, like
the.
there's no other characters name dropped at all
Mm.
that I'm aware of, even in like, there's no mention of like a Harvey Dent or,
Jim Gordon or anybody like that.
It's literally just the Waynes.
It's like even in like the best movie that can be about the singular character, there has to be a mention of the polar opposite. Like in the Batman, they had to have that scene of the Joker at the end that kind of just
Yeah.
made it feel
Yeah.
pretty out of place. And then again with my rose-tinted glasses being taken off, just the inclusion of Bruce Wayne was just really egregious. I feel like.
And
Chad, what did?
oh, go ahead. I'll bring up something after that.
Chad, let's hear it, boy.
I would say the same thing like Tyler was saying. Like, you don't really need all the, Thomas Wayne, Bruce Wayne, all that stuff if they just wanted to leave him in the TV interview, or even maybe like a newspaper thing of like, oh, Wayne Tower's under construction, or just something that they could just throw in the background that doesn't have to establish like, hey, Batman is in this universe. They could have done it a lot better, I think, if they were going to include those characters.
Especially his age, Bruce's age. It's like
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what Arthur's age is, but he does look like a middle-aged man almost, So, and then you go to Bruce, and he's a very young child. So there's only a couple routes you really can go if you really are going to introduce Batman in any sense. There's very few routes. But I was going to say when you brought up the Batman and how they brought in the Joker, it reminded me, and I didn't touch up on it when we were talking about the Penguin, but whenever Sophia is in Arkham, you can hear a bunch of women laughing. And in my head, when I heard that, I was like, I wonder if Harley is there. If they're going to introduce Harley at all, I wonder if she's there and if she is one of the women cackling.
Is it going to be Lady Gaga?